Yo, what's going on guys? Arekkz here, welcome back to another Anthem video and another news roundup. With Gamescom just around the corner and PAX West very soon after, information has naturally been a little sparse, but despite that, Mark Dara continues to answer community questions and be a never-ending source of interesting tidbits of information. So in the event you haven't been following every word he says, I figured I'd put together a quick news roundup of all the most interesting stuff shared over the past couple of weeks. I'm going to do this as a time attack, which is a new series I kicked off during E3, specifically designed for condensing big chunks of information into as short a time frame as possible. Of course, if you do enjoy this, then a like would be super appreciated, and if you'd like to see more of these from now until launch, then let me know down below. Now, for those of you eager to learn more about armor personalization and how you can make your Javelin your own, Mark has confirmed that alongside paint jobs and the like, there will also be different geometry to the cosmetic items you obtain. In other words, the differences in design won't just be that my Colossus is red, yours is green. You'll actually be able to change the shape and form factor of some of your gear to create a much more unique and personalized Javelin. Additionally, on the personalization front, no, not all cosmetics will be sold via microtransactions. You will be able to earn cosmetic items simply by playing the game. BioWare did confirm that the only things they will sell for real money will be cosmetic items, so you won't be buying power, but at the same time, you won't have to spend money either. For those of you that just want to play the game, you'll be able to obtain cool stuff over time. We obviously don't know just yet whether there will be any cash shop exclusive items. I'm sure we'll learn more about that in time, but for now, play the game, get cool stuff. For anyone holding out hope that Anthem might feature some sort of trade shop or auction house, I know it's something I mentioned in my last video as something that I would like to see. Sadly, that's not going to be a thing. There will not be a way to sell items in-game to other players. If you've seen gameplay from Fort Tarsis in the real world, then you'll know that inside Fort Tarsis, you assume a first-person camera. Meanwhile, when you explore the world in your Javelin, it's third-person. This is not going to change. There are no plans to make Fort Tarsis third-person. Apparently, spaces are too tight. On the topic of larger group content, anyone hoping for, say, 8 or 16 player raids or the like, Mark confirmed that at launch there will not be content for groups larger than 4. To be clear, that doesn't mean to say we won't have any raid-like activities or ultra challenging in-game. That stuff we still have yet to really hear about, but we do know that whatever we do have, to begin with, will still only be for teams of 4 players. If you're the sort of person that wants to jump between different Javelin types throughout the campaign, but are worried that it will slow down your progression when compared to your friends, keep in mind that your Javelin does not level up, your Freelancer does. So if you jump from, say, a Ranger into an Interceptor, the gear that drops will still be relevant to your level, and thus you'll be able to switch at any point. Of course, if you do get some sick rare gear for your Ranger and swap to your Interceptor, you might be lacking on the gear front, but at least as levels go, you'll still be able to jump straight in, and any drops you get will again be relevant to your Freelancer level. Now what about scopes and snipers? Well, we still have yet to see the whole array of weapons available, but in short, yes, there are guns with scopes in-game. On top of that, there will also be loadouts, so if you have a particular configuration that you're happy with, weapons, gear, additional equipment, you can save that to your loadouts. If flying is your thing, and you want to fly for as long as possible, one of the available perks you can pick up whilst upgrading your Freelancer is extended flight time. This is also a Freelancer perk, not a Javelin perk, so if you have this unlocked and say jump from Colossus to Interceptor, the skill will still apply. And that's definitely one of the first things I'm going to aim for. I want to fly for as long as possible. Let me fly to the sky. On another note, you will not be able to trade gear with your team either. When you get a drop, it's yours to either keep or dismantle, but that's it. There won't be a limited time trade window where you can swap between your team if you're in the encounter together. What's yours is yours, and yours alone. Additionally, the longer you fight in battle, while you might have noticed that if you lose health there are visual damage effects on your armor, there isn't actually any sort of armor damage system that will require repair. In other words, nothing like, say, in MMOs where you have to take your gear to a smithy after dying a few times because it becomes borderline useless. There's just health and armor regens, health requires pickups. Then, if you get an item you don't like, or a weapon, you can dismantle it and turn it into something else. Again, we haven't seen how this system works, but we do know the game has crafting in it, so I imagine we're looking at some sort of dismantle into parts and reuse said parts model. For those of you super excited about playing the Storm, the question came up about elements. Will Storm always be this thunder-like flying mage who zaps his enemies, or will other elements be possible too? To which the answer is that the element is based on your gear. In other words, you will be able to get other elements. You might remember this image that surfaced last year shortly after the initial reveal. So yeah, a Human Torch style Storm who can rain fireballs down from the sky. I mean, assuming that's the thing, then that might just have changed my Javelin choice completely. Then finally, if you were hoping that you and your 3 buddies could all do the fusion dance and merge into one Megaton Javelin who could then go toe-to-toe with the Shapers or the Dominion, sadly that's not going to be a thing. But that, my friends, it's pretty much it. That's a quick rundown of all the latest information from the past couple of weeks. If you enjoyed this format, then I'll aim to keep these up every few weeks when the information stacks up. But until then, thanks again for watching, take it easy, catch you next time, peace out.